Hey chess lovers, welcome back to the Chessyard. This is dhairyabagga and let's play some Blitz game. Been a long time now that I have been not recording videos actually. The flow is completely disruptive, but okay, good luck. Have fun from the opponent. Let's see if the opponent is strong enough or I'm able to beat the opponent's 50 ratings difference already, if you see. Okay, so generally idea is to put the bishop here so that opponent pushes it, and if it now plays g5, then I can back my bishop further. You have created some weaknesses in the opponent's pawn structure already. If g5 is played, if not, this is a nice position. You are always attacking this knight. Maybe take away the queen sometime when opponent is blitzing out moves. As you see, it's already move number 4, and opponent is taking time thinking that I will take the knight and the pawn structure will get disrupted from either side. Doesn't want that to happen, so plays knight. That's how I get opponent generally pushed away from the regular prep. And now see, opponent is wildly chasing this bishop, which gives me time to develop. And I'm good in this position. Now the problem is that I can take this pawn, but opponent plays the bishop there, so I cannot take it anymore. Maybe I should just develop the bishop. Play solid from here, play queen to either of these squares. C2, b3, anything works. And I can connect both my knights as well, just like in the London. Now, since the pawn is played, you have to be careful, don't blitz out the moves, otherwise there can be a fork from the pawn. Now, I should take this most likely. It's a decent position. I've clarified it already in the opening. Now, maybe I can just develop my queen. Maybe then take out the knight and then castle. That should be good enough. I think time advantage is very small as of now, and I don't know how this game will end up. Uh, there's one move like attacking the king, but there's nothing on the fourth rank as of now to be taken away. So that's why I didn't develop the queen there. I don't want to just give my bishop for free. Otherwise, I can probably go for a draw if casting would have happened, but that's not going to happen anyway. I should play my bishop, or what I can do is exchange the bishops as well, because once I take, my queen will be centralized better. Anyway, the opponent is going to push the pawn, so rather exchange the bishops. Okay, now opponent is offering queen trade as well, which would mean we have to go into an endgame with knight against the bishop, which I feel decent enough okay as of now. I don't need to put the knight on either of these squares going forward. I can castle still. The opponent also can cancel. Castling hasn't been taken away from both the sides. Looks like a comfortable position to me. Objectively, black might be slightly better here, but that's okay. Now, my idea is to just trade off the bishop and the knight as well somehow, if the opponent is willing to. If not, then I can't do much. Just castle and just put my rook in the center. I want this pawn to come forward, which is not happening. I cannot push this. Maybe I can break through from the F file as well. Opponent is tied up because of this. I can go for this, and then probably if I go this and this, opponent might push, and we get to trade. This looks fine to me. So I'll play this. Get back with my knight once opponent pushes the pawn further now. Yes, and then I can go for probably e4. That's what the plan is, at least. This is tricky, but I'll probably just take once the opponent does take back. So I don't think it's a problem. Let's go here. Or I can just slide back. No, let me take because otherwise this pawn becomes a liability. So if the opponent takes, I take, and then I can slide over my rook as well just to defend if the opponent tries to double up on the A file. So I'll take. I still defend this. Okay, opponent is willing to take this. Can I push the pawn? No, I can't. Not really. I have to do something here, which means basically I have to take. King has to go up. I don't see much options here. Uh, Knight can go here. The next move. This looks a bit bad now, ugly at least. Point is now if the opponent doubles up, I don't have a second defense for this because the dark square is now controlled by the bishop. So I will be losing this pawn most likely, but then opponent loses ace h6. Oh, so opponent is maybe trying to defend h6 as well. Meanwhile, can I just put my knight here and then push the pawn forward? That looks like an idea. Maybe I should just put my knight here, but then opponent pushes for the pawn as well. So this looks better. I can always push this. Now, if my opponent doubles up, my idea would be to take h6 and then take the other rook as well. Clock difference is decent enough, but I don't think the clock will have much role to play here. Opponent pushes for the pawn as expected. Maybe I should just push as well. It's required kind of. If opponent plays pawn forward, I can slide back. This is hanging, but not really. So I think I have to just go back here, or maybe I can just come here as well. Not a problem because this is still defended, and this is being attacked, which opponent does defend. And now h6 is also defended, so now the problems will start to flow in. And to solve these problems, I have no solution right now. I hope the opponent does take, and I take, and then start pushing these central pawns. That's the only way I can survive in this game. Then I have a check coming from h5 as well. This is always the last resort if I have to somehow defend a mate. And now the clock difference, if you see, is completely changing. With opponent having approximately just 1 minute on the clock, and I have two, that can be a game changer as well. Now, if I take, the opponent opens up the file. I don't want to take here. If opponent takes, I take, then this becomes weak. Uh, so I need to push here. Plus, that puts my pawns on light squares. And now I can come here maybe. The opponent would probably put the bishop here and try to take this pawn next. And then I can rook lift. Or maybe I have a check first. It's never a bad option. Now maybe I can double up the rooks as well. Forget the pawn. But then this defends as well, so not really a great option with me. Okay, fair enough. Should I just defend this pawn with the king as well? Maybe I can go up with the knight next and attack this pawn. Another pawn falls. The situation is crumbling a bit with time getting closed. Attacks here, and then the check will probably flow in. Maybe I should just double up and defend this situation for now. Opponent will take and takes on the pawn. I need to attack the rook, but maybe from here, trying to close in as well. Oh, that was bad. I hope I can survive this. A checkmate is the threat. Let's keep checking maybe. Okay, this should be okay. I'll push the pawn. Check. Opponent will go here. Is there a mate here somewhere for the opponent as well? Maybe, maybe not. No, it's not. I don't think so. But a draw might be an option. That was a bad move actually. I shouldn't have played that way. And goes back. Now I can go here. Trying to maybe take this as well. I can take. Takes. And now a check. No, not a check, but at least I can win the pawn. Okay. Opponent wins. Gets the queen on the board. Can I flag somehow? Stalemate, come on. I don't have much moves. Gives me a space. My system is lagging as well. I'm in the corner. But 0.44. This was close. Anyway, uh, it was a nice game. I enjoyed it. Let's quickly analyze where I went wrong. Maybe somewhere in the end game only, maybe completely. Looked like out of action for a decent amount of time in the game. Endgame was clearly a winner for the black. There has to be a good line somewhere in between where I was winning. Come on. It was never but it was quite neutral till the end game part began, and then I got it back somehow. Yeah, I should have repeated here rather than moving the other rook. This was the blunder where I just moved my. I took the pawn, tried to be greedy. The problem here was after opponent takes and I take, opponent moved the king as well. There is no such continuation here. Maybe I should have just gone back and, or maybe just put my rook behind and then tried to play. But this check was nasty too. Then I couldn't control and lost the rook. Time pressure as well. Maybe could have done something better here, but yeah, didn't work out. Anyways, let's try in the next one. Thank you so much for your time. Take care. Bye bye.